Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship match between the Slippery Rock Panthers and I believe it's the Hillcrest Patriots. Don't quote me on that. I should have fact-checked this before, but I'm not the best commentator for the job. Nonetheless, it'll be a battle of the blues here in the championship series. The Panthers coming into this undefeated, so they'll be needed to be taken out twice in this best-of-3 series. If they're defeated in this first best-of-3, a second best-of-3 will be played for their second defeat. We have 2 referees here on site today to make sure everything's called fair and just. Got 2 camera angles, one on me and then one on far side there. Alrighty, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Here's Jenna with the service, gonna pop this one up and into the netting. Not the best start here, but it is what it is. Panthers up 1-0. I can't see the scoreboard, so we're gonna see if I'm able to keep track of this myself or not. Juliana Toth here with the service, sends that one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Forward is Shy, dumped off by Armour. Into the netting goes Michaela's touch, and down it goes. 2-0 Panthers. Patriots coming into this game off of a victory from Portersville. They ended up sweeping that game. First game being 18-25, secondary being, or the first game went 23-25, very close knock game. And then their second game was in 18-25 victory. Patriots coming off of a very explosive win. Are going to try to carry that momentum into this game. We had a 15-minute recess, 30-minute recess, my bad, between the last game and this game. So we'll see how things will transpire. Maddie here substituting on in place of Andrea. Maddie will be the one to serve it. Blue checking things on the scorer's table. This is the first game today that we do not have an official scorebook keeper on the scorer's table. So there's going to be a little bit of a sluggish game whenever it comes to transferring information. We might play today. Let's get ready to rock and roll once again. Maddie here with the service for the Patriots. Sends that one up and over. Juliana getting a hand on that one. Secondary by Monica's clearing that net. Michaela up into the air. Emma coming down with a banger. And it looks like Kami's going to retrieve that one. Martha there sending that one up and over. Maddie returning that to the Panthers side, but it lands out of bounds. Panthers up 3-1. I feel like that angle is worse. I'm going to stay up on the chair. Gabriel Eisler here sporting the 12 in the royal blue here with the service. Slaps that one up and over into the deep field. Kept alive by Andrea. Forward Michaela finding its way over towards our right side. Gets that one up and over from Emma's attack. Cassandra sends it back over on the line. Question mark. It is indeed out. Patriots up. Patriots making it a 2-3 game now. After this mark in the game, I'm probably not going to be able to keep track of the score, so we're going to see what happens. Service goes up and over from Michaela. Coleman able to throw that one into the middle. Elisa sends that one court wide. Martha there with that finishing attack. Kept alive by Jenna on the defensive side. Dumped off by Armour. Shy getting that one up. And Carrie. Maybe. I got a stop sign for a hand motion. I don't know what to do with that. Libero off the court. Hendricks on the front line now for the Panthers. Elisa Armour there with that services. That one to the back line. Michaela able to find its way forward. Shy getting that one up into the air and clears the net. Hendricks sending that over to the Patriots side just to be returned with the favor. Martha over to Monica, able to send that one over. Michaela with the first touch, secondary by Shy, able to find Emma on that one. Slapped into the top part of the net, and that's the 4th hit. And that'll be the Panthers' 4th point of the match. Serving this one up, Elisa Armour once again. Towards that back line, Jenna plays that one, Shy dumping it off. Cassandra there with that first touch, secondary by Hendricks, able to find its way over to Monica, gets that one over. Michaela with the first, secondary by Shy, and then Emma there to finalize that. Juliana with the receiving touch finds its way to Hendricks, and Monica sends that one over and is out of bounds. It's so hot in here. Score is 5-3 in favor of the Panthers. Service up and over by Emma. Cassandra there replaying that one, able to get that one over. Jenna getting that one over to Shy, back over to Jenna, slaps that one up and over. Controlled by Armor, finding its way to Toth. That one clears the net back to the Patriots side. Michaela forward, Shy able to get that into the air. Jenna there with an impossible angle, clearing that net. Monica returns to the Patriots side. Martha returning the favor. Jenna just playing a little bit of ping pong with Martha. Shot goes up, and the net was called by Ellie Henricks. Point differential is now 1. .54 being the score. Here's the captain for the Patriots, Emma, number 15. Proving her worth in this tournament quite well. Service hitting that doorway, and I think that's counted as the ceiling that the Panthers were not able to play on. Service by Emma, able to get that one over. Controlled by Martha, thrown back to the Patriots side. Shy to Jenna. Able to get that one into the air. Tipping battle. Lost by the net was Henricks. And it is a tie ball game at 5. It is so hot in here. Service up and over by Emma. Controlled by Monica. Hits that ceiling and will not pass go, but Henricks not quite able to read into that play enough. Because of the tournament standards, this is a best of 3, as well as each team only has 1 timeout per set to keep things rolling, but we don't really need to. But that is the rule this season. Shot goes over by Martha, controlled by Andrea. Finalization by Alyssa, out of bounds by a ball length. See if I can get my camera work down pat. These things are a little bit less crammed together in this game, so we have the full court to play with. Monica Depew there with that service. I believe that was Michaela's touch. Sent out of bounds. Monica Depew here with that service, able to send that one up and over. Controlled by Emma, thrown forward. Shy able to get a hand on that one, thrown right side to Alyssa. Finishing that one off. Armor finding its way to Henricks, off to the left side. Juliana there with that near side shot, able to pop that one over the net. Backwards tip from Alyssa, caught in the net, and that'll be the Panthers' point. This being the championship, I try to make it a little bit higher budget, so we do have a live scoreboard on screen for you. I'm not going to be able to provide score updates like I normally do because I just can't see it. Shot goes over by Monica. Emma there with her receiving touch, able to find its way into the hands of Alyssa, getting that one far side. Jenna there to complete that pass. Diving play by Monica, keeps that one alive. Henricks there, able to get that one into the middle. Tipped over the top of the net by Juliana. Diving play, not able to get underneath it from the Patriots. And the Panthers pick up another tally. Not sure what that was about. Well, we're ready to go. Monica Depew here with the service. Up and over, controlled up by Michaela, throws that over the net. Henricks returns the favor. Shine to Jenna, throws that across the net. Martha to Henricks, back to Martha. Tips that one over the block. Michaela with the first, Jenna with the secondary, and the finalization being by Shy, clearing the net. Henricks there with the setup. Martha there with the finisher. Sets that one across the netting. Not much power there, but just trying to play it safe. Alyssa to the back line, goes off Coleman and scores. Score is now 9-8 in this first game of a best of 3. Sending that one up and over. Martha getting a hand on that one. Jenna getting that one into the hands of Shy. Back to Jenna. Slaps that one across. And I believe that was in bounds. Beautiful play there by the Patriots. Lisa there receiving that one. Monica able to get that one over to Juliana. Slaps that one straight into the netting. And the Patriots, I believe, take the lead with that one. Maybe. 10-9. I can kind of keep track of it. Alyssa's service able to make it up and over. Lands out of bounds. And is tied up 10 apiece. or the debut service, able to get that one up and over, received by Emma, getting that into the hands of Shy, finding Jenna, gets that one up and across. Cassandra Eisler there with that receive. Hendricks there with the set. Cassandra punches that one, trying to get that one up and over, but not able to do so. Patriots taking their lead back, 11-10 the current score. And here's Shy with the service. Up and over it goes. Martha Hendricks to Cassandra. Tips that one past the block. Diving play by Andrea. Not able to get underneath it in time. And the Panthers tie this one back up at 11s. Amy Coleman here with the service. Up and over off of the tip on defense. And that one goes off a Patriot player. Amy Coleman serve. Throws that one up and over, received by Alyssa, getting that into the hands of Michaela for that secondary touch. A finalization by Jenna, throws that one up and across. Coleman finding its way forward. Armor off to the left side. Shot goes up and over by Juliana Toth. Jenna there with that secondary finalization by Andrea, getting into the hands of Coleman. Hits Martha for the double touch, and that one comes down to the Patriots. Sorry about the lighting. There's not much I can do with that. I'll try shooting this one from the other angle, possibly next set. I don't know, there's not really many spots for me to stay in without being in people's way. Beautiful service by Jenna, just leaves the Panthers baffled. And over, received by Martha, finding its way to Elisa. Crosses to Cassandra, drops that one down, and scores. Panthers looking to pick up traction here. Juliana Toth here with the service. There's that one up and over. Right down to the ground. Shy not quite able to get underneath it in time, and that'll be a Panther point. Tip comes over by Elisa. Emma there with a shot, saved by Coleman. Elisa across the court, able to find Monica. Jenna with a touch. Michaela with the finalizer. Martha Ford, armor dumps, kept alive by Elisa. Michaela Ford, Emma gets a secondary try by hitting the net rather than the block. That is the fourth touch. I don't know if I should be zooming in or not. I can't remember how big the screens are that are going to be watching this. But zooming in kind of helps out the lighting situation. I don't know what to do. Michaela hitting that one over to Andrea for the finalizer. Monica here clearing it out. Michaela not able to get enough beef on that patty, and that one comes down short side. Score 16-13. Panthers in the lead. Juliana Toth here with the service. There's that one up and over. Diving for that one, Alyssa throws that one straight out the doorway, and that one's going for a trip. Juliana Toth there with that service, kept alive by Jenna. Panthers pick up a point from the muffled service. Juliana Toth service, able to make that one up and over. Lands out of bounds by about 3 ball lengths, maybe 2.5. And it'll be a little spark for the Patriots. Maddie coming in to play the back line in spot of Andrea. Gets that one up and over. Cassandra with the receiving touch. Juliana there to finish that one off, and no defenseman ready for it. That's a rough one. Andrea substituting on. And it looks like Maddie will go back onto the bench. Panthers 19, Patriots 14. Here's Cassandra with the service for the Panthers. Shot up and over down the middle, kept alive by Jenna, hits that netting, falls down, and now the Panthers at 20. Timeout by Patriots, and we'll bring you right back after we're ready to rock and roll once again. Alrighty, both teams ready to rock and roll once again. 20-16 is the score, Panthers in the lead, and it is their service. Cassandra Eisler to one to do so. Service up and over, getting a hand on that one was Emma. Jenna there trying to keep this one contained, shy there with that finalization. Does clear the net and kept alive by Monica, dumped off by Armour. And down it goes. Tally number 21 for the Panthers. Starting to close down that gap to finish out game one. Cassandra service gets high, but not high enough. 17-21, current score. Kayla service makes that one up and over, goes off Monica and out of bounds. Patriots starting to pick up some steam. Patriots able to send that one up and over. Cassandra hits it into the ceiling and down into the crowd. Patriots starting to pull this one back into the fray. 17-21 the current score. Michaela with yet again another service. Chucks this one up and over the net it goes. Cassandra leaves that one go. Out of bounds is the call from the line judge, and we will take a look at that one. As you can clearly see there, yeah, the ball definitely did meet the floor. How about that? That's wild, isn't it? Elise Armour there with that service, sends that one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Michaela finding its way to Emma, throws that one up and over. Juliana finding its way to Henricks in the middle, then to Monica to finish it off. Michaela there sending it back to the Panthers side. Cassandra finding its way to Martha, gets that one across the court. Shot goes up and over by Monica, but kept alive by the Patriots defense. They're shy with the last touch. Martha able to send that one up and over to the front line. The pass goes shy over to Emma, slaps it into the top of the netting and falls down on the Panthers side. That's going to be a Patriot point. Emma service able to get that one up and over. Monica getting a hand on that one. Returns it to the Patriots side. Michaela getting it up. And Jenna there to finish that one up. Martha with the first touch. Monica with the second, or Ellie with the secondary. Finalization by Martha once again. Shy there dumping that one up. Diving play by Cassandra. Not able to contain it. And the Patriots are right back in this. 19-22. Panthers slowly letting the lead slip away from them. The Patriots are taking the Panthers defense apart bit by bit. Service up and over, making that one to the deep field. Let go, out of bounds is the call from the line judge. And so the Panthers will have their 23rd tally of the game. Monica DePew there, sending that one up and over, kept alive by Emma, finding its way to Shy, dumps that one off into the back line. Martha, Henricks over to Martha, sends that one over. Alyssa getting a hand on that one, and Emma not really. Emma definitely had that one. Alyssa just not quite aware of surroundings, and it's match point Panthers. Shot goes up and hits the net. That gives the Patriots their last spark of hope here. Let's see if they can grab onto it. Substitution for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Katrina Eisler coming onto the court in spot of Ellie Henricks in the front line. Let's play some volleyball. Service hitting the net, and that's just an unfortunate way to end this first game of this best-of-3 series. Final score being Panthers 25 and the Patriots 20. We'll move into game 2 and bring you there when we're ready to rock and roll here shortly. Alrighty, looks like both teams ready to jump back into the fray. We got a clean slate here for game number 2. Patriots win this one. We'll go into a game 3. I assume it's still going to be a best of, or a first of 15, cap at 17. Which is kind of odd. Normally we switch up the tournament rules for the championship game where it's just win by 2. because there's no game after this one except our own. If the Panthers lose this game and next game, we will go into a bracket reset where the Panthers will have to play again against the Patriots. If the Panthers win this one, they will take home the trophy. Service from Juliana Toth claims the first point as it ricochets off the defenseman and out of bounds. Service from Juliana Toth here is going to serve this one up, and over it goes. Kept alive by Emma into the netting. Michaela not quite sure what to do with that one. Thrown in a very sticky situation. Not much else you can do there. As the ball just kind of sticks to the netting and falls down to the floor. Panthers up 2-0. Juliana Toth able to send that one deep into the mid zone. Finding its way over to Michaela. There's Jenna going to spike that one up and across. Cassandra getting that one over to Monica with a diving play from Shy, keeping that one alive. Katrina Eisler's bump, not quite able to get that one to a teammate, and Patriots will pick up their first point of the match. Sorry if my voice is starting to go. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I haven't had much of a break. Pass goes up and over. Katrina finding Elisa. Gets that one over to, I believe that was Monica to finish that one off. Michaela over to Emma. Not quite able to pass that one through the net. I'm just gonna be straight with you. I'm mentally shutting down. I can't do. It's hard to concentrate on camera work as well as commentary. The last games I just had to move right and left. But this one, there's actual zooming involved. It's throwing me off. Not gonna lie. Cami Coleman's service results in an error, and I believe we have a 2-all game now. Andrea taking a seat on the bench, and here comes Maddie to serve this one up. Service up and over. The Panthers able to send that one back to the Patriots side. Michaela getting a hand on that one. Emma there to dump that one up. Diving play, but caught in the net was Emma. Panthers pick up, I believe that's their third point of the match. I didn't see net movement, but Lou's right there. She has the best size out of anyone here. 4-2 is the current score. Andrea coming back out to play in Maddie's spot. Panthers up by 2. Elisa able to get that one up and over, goes off the back line and out of bounds. 5-2 the current score. Panthers going to pick up as much momentum as they can. Elisa there with that service, gets that one up and over. Kept alive, but not able to get that one to a teammate. It was the bump from the one-armed bump from Andrea. Lisa Harmer there with that service, sends that one up down the middle. Andrea to the front line. Michaela able to tip that one past the wall. That was Katrina. Katrina there with that set goes over to Martha. Sends that one past Alyssa. And kept up by Michaela. Finalization by Andrea. Not able to get enough mustard underneath that one, and that one falls short of the netting. Panthers now at 6. Alyssa with that service, sends that one up and over. Caught up by Emma. Michaela back over to Emma. Emma drops that one, not able to get that enough height on it. And it looks like the Patriots' mental team their mental game's just not up to par. And whenever you get inside your own head, it really just shuts you down. Your biggest opponent in this game is pretty much yourself, because if you don't have that confidence, there's no way to dig yourself back out of that hole. Monica sends that one over. Jenna not clipping into the ceiling. Helps out her teammate, and Alyssa there with that final save. Martha forward, Katrina able to get that one right side. Martha comes over with a boomer, snaps that one in bounds, and that'll be a Panther point. Panthers in the lead by 7. Jenna able to find his way over to Emma at the end of the day. Juliana with the receiving touch. Katrina over to Cami. Cami sends that one over with a bump diving play by Shy. Hits that ceiling and will cross the line, being deemed out of bounds. I still don't know what they're going to call the the door, but we have a timeout by the Patriots. Panthers is leading, but the Patriots are going to look to make a comeback here in game number 2. The score is 2-10. We'll be right back. All right, both teams ready to get back down to business here in game number 2. There's an 8-point separation, but that can be easily cut back down with a little momentum. Service up and over, controlled by Jenna, finding its way to Michaela, over towards Emma, snaps that one up and across with a little bit of fluff. Armor there, Katrina finding its way over to Martha. Monica, my bad, with that spike. Shy gets that one over to Andrea, then the finalization by Emma. Monica, Katrina back sets to Martha. Slaps one up and across. Good play by Andrea, and out of bounds it falls. Panthers now up 11-2. Heritage, that's what it was. Service up and over, getting a hand on that one. Jenna finding its way forward. Michaela off to the left side. Shot goes up, but not able to make that one over. Heritage just looking for an easy way to get some momentum going, but they're not finding too much there in terms of that. To the back line, able to find its way. Andrea, Michaela over to Emma. Emma going to try to spark something, but sets that one over. Better safe than sorry. Katrina with the dump, kept alive by Alyssa. Back to the Panthers side, the ball falls. Monica, Katrina back over to Monica. Comes out with a boomer, slapped up. Emma with that tip up helps out the defense. Katrina to the back line. Coleman with the spike, kept alive by Shy. Michaela off to the side. Emma sets that one back into the middle. Jenna, Michaela to Emma. Now we're going to call that one touch number 4. Panthers slowly pulling away the lead, but you're not down until you're out. Elisa there sending that one up and over. Jenna keeping that one in arm's reach. Emma there sending that one up and across the netting. Monica throws that one back to the Patriots side, goes off of Michaela, then Alyssa there to finish that one off. Martha comes over with a boomer, kept alive by Andrea. Alyssa there to dump it off. Coleman there with control. Katrina off to the left side. Shoots this one over, was Monica. And Shy hits the side of it, not able to defend. If that doesn't fire up the Panther squad, I don't know what will. Service up and over, short side. This time it was Armor's service. Michaela there with a final say on that conversation. Juliana forward. Katrina gets that one up to the left side. Shot comes over by Monica. And a little bit of a collision was made, and Monica reaps the bounty of that attack. Panthers lead slipping away. 15-2 is the score. Armor there with that service, finding its way into the hands of Emma. Michaela back over to Emma, slaps one across. Coleman getting a hand on that one, turns it to the Patriots side. Over to Alyssa with the attack. Goes down, kept alive by Coleman. Katrina back, sending that one over to Martha, throws that one over the net. Jenna diving for that one. Katrina sets that one over, Emma ready for that one. Katrina hits that one away from the teammate, and that one ends up shooting herself in the foot. Patriots now at 3. Service up and over, goes off Coleman and out of bounds. Michaela, the service machine. That's got to be her 4th ace this series. Michaela's going to be able to dish those out all day long. Panthers are going to have to figure out a way to answer this, or else they're going to go down. Monica getting a hand on that one, comes down on the Patriots side, and that's just a bag full of unfortunate events. Monica DePue here going to serve this one up to the Panthers. Up and over it goes, kept alive, shallow. Shy able to find its way over towards that right side. Emma with that attack. Martha, Katrina, and then finds its way into the hands of Toth. Jenna receiving that one, getting it to Shy, sends that one up to Emma. Goes off the block of Katrina. Armor, Katrina, back over to Martha for the attack. Gets that one over. Michaela to Shy, gets that one right side. Emma with the attack, hits the netting. And that one falls down short side. Panthers pulling this lead back away from the Patriots. Service up and over, goes off Michaela into the ceiling. There's still a chance. Andrea reads that one like a book, in the finalization by Shy. Katrina into the back line. Attack from Armor. Hits the top of the net, and that gives the Patriots a little spark of life as the score is 17-5. Service up and over by Emma. Getting a hand on this one was Katrina. Martha getting that one up and over. Set up by Shy, finding Jenna. Slaps that one across with a stick of butter, kept alive by Armor. Katrina then to Coleman on the back line. Shoots that one up and across, kept alive by Andrea. Off to the right side. Emma gets a hand and then finished off by Shy. Katrina off to the left side. Able to find Toth. Shoots that into the backfield and she will score. Service met up by Andrea, finding his way to Shy, and then to Jenna, tips it past Cassandra, ready for that one. Alyssa there, sending it right back to the Panther side. Dumped off by Katrina, kept alive by Andrea into the hands of Shy, and that one will trickle out of bounds off of the array ball. 19-5, Panthers leading. Service by Martha, debut going up and over, getting a hand on that one. Andrea finding Jenna, into the middle it goes Michaela. They're sending that one up and over. Monica finding Katrina. Over towards that left side. Shoots this one across, was Toth. Kept alive by Monica with a nice defensive play. Alyssa there, not able to get enough mustard on that hot dog, and that one falls short of the net. Service just clearing that net. Oh my gosh, my voice cracked. Martha forward, Katrina able to get that towards her right. Shot comes across, but blocked away by Jenna. Substitution coming on. Chloe's going to make her debut here in the tournament, and taking her seat on the bench is Alyssa. Chloe with a nice underarm service. Why are they going to send that one forward? Katrina up into the air. Juliana tips that one past the block. Jenna into the hands of Shy, back to Jenna. Slaps on across the block of Katrina. Martha there receiving that one. Katrina getting that one over to Cassandra. Sends that one into the deep field. Knowing they're ready for that one. Emma getting a hit on that one, but not quite enough. 21-6 current score. Looks like Chloe's going to take a seat back on the bench as Alyssa comes on to play the courts. Patriots can come back in this. It's completely possible. The only time you're ever defeated in volleyball is whenever you say you are. Service comes up and over by Katrina, kept alive by Alyssa. Secondary by Shy, and then the third touch by Jenna. In the back line, Monica finds her way forward. Elisa back over to Martha, throws that into the backfield, out of bounds. And that will be a Patriot point. Line violation on Shy. I had it waist up, so I can't really give a replay. But referee calls what they will. Panthers with the service. Juliana Toth there, hits at top of the net. Diving play by Alyssa, not able to get underneath it as much as she would have liked to. The Panthers pick up another tally. Juliana Toth there, sending that one up and over, diving play by Shy, then to Michaela. Coleman from the back line finds its way forward. Elisa backsets over to Cassandra, drops the boom, inbounds. What an attack by Cassandra Eisler on the other side. You hear Jason Coleman out there in the crowd dropping the woo. Service up and over by Toth, kept alive by Emma. Cassandra drops it back down, and the crowd goes wild. Is that it? And that's going to be it. Final score of game number 2 is 25-7. Panthers take the championship series in a 2-game sweep, and the Slippery Rock Panthers are your 2020 champions.